Imagine choosing an ETF because it returned 33% last year, only to watch it crash when momentum reverses. Or picking the safest option and missing out on 28% gains. Here's the problem. Most investors pick ETFs based on past returns alone, and that's exactly why they underperform. Today, I'm comparing three completely different ETFs, and the one with the highest return might actually be the worst choice for your money. One focuses on riding hot stocks, another only invests in quality companies, and the third holds nearly 2,000 small-cap stocks in a single fund. But here's what nobody tells you. The best performer of 2024 could be the biggest risk of 2026. So which one should you actually consider? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly which strategy matches your risk tolerance, and more importantly, which one could wreck your portfolio if you choose wrong. Let's dive in. Quick favor, hit like and subscribe right now so YouTube shows this to more people who need to see it. Let's start with MTUM, the iShares MSCI USA Momentum Factor ETF. So what exactly is momentum investing? Think of it like riding a wave. MTUM invests in stocks that are already moving up and showing strength. The strategy bets that winners keep winning, at least for a while. It's the investing equivalent of going with the hot hand. Now let's talk performance, and this is where MTUM really stands out. Year-to-date for 2025, it's up about 25%. Over the past year, it's returned roughly 28%. If we look at the 3-year annualized return, we're talking about 27%. And get this, in 2024 alone, MTUM delivered a 33% return. Those are impressive numbers. But what's inside this fund? MTUM holds 129 stocks, which is relatively concentrated. The top holding is Broadcom at nearly 6%, followed by Meta Platforms at about 5% and Netflix at roughly 5%. You'll also find JP Morgan Chase, Berkshire Hathaway, Walmart, Visa, Tesla, Palantir, and Philip Morris in the top 10. Notice a pattern? This fund is heavily weighted toward technology, making up about 40 to 42% of the portfolio. Financials come in second at 16 to 19%. The fund has approximately $19.5 billion in assets under management and charges an expense ratio of just 0.15%, which is quite competitive. Here's something important. MTUM has a beta of 1.17 compared to the S&P 500, meaning it's more volatile than the overall market. The strength of MTUM is clear. Explosive growth potential when momentum is strong. But the risk? Momentum can reverse quickly. When the market shifts, momentum stocks often fall harder than stable companies. Now let's move to our second ETF, QUAL, the iShares MSCI USA Quality Factor ETF. Quality investing takes a completely different approach. Instead of chasing hot stocks, QUAL focuses on companies with strong fundamentals, high profitability, stable earnings, and solid balance sheets. Think of it as investing in the honor roll students of the stock market. Performance-wise, QUAL shows a different story than MTUM. Year-to-date for 2025, it's up about 10%. The one-year return is roughly 10% as well. But here's where it gets interesting. The 3-year annualized return is about 25%, and the 5-year annualized sits at nearly 15%. In 2024, QUAL returned approximately 22%. Notice something? While MTUM had higher recent returns, QUAL shows more consistency across different time periods. What's in the portfolio? QUAL also holds 129 stocks. The top position is NVIDIA at about 8%, followed by Apple at 7% and Microsoft at around 6%. You'll also see Visa, MasterCard, Eli Lilly, Meta, Alphabet, TJX companies, and Netflix in the top holdings. QUAL is also tech-heavy at 36%. But it's more diversified across sectors, with 14% in financials, 10% each in healthcare and consumer cyclical, and 8% in communication services. With approximately $53 billion in assets under management, QUAL is actually the largest of our 3 ETFs today. It charges the same 0.15% expense ratio as MTUM. The key advantage of QUAL is consistency and quality. These companies tend to weather storms better. The trade-off? You might miss some of the explosive gains that momentum stocks can deliver during strong bull markets. Our third contender is IWM, the iShares Russell 2000 ETF. This one's totally different from the first two. IWM doesn't focus on a specific factor like momentum or quality. Instead, it tracks the entire Russell 2000 index, which means it invests in small-cap American companies. We're talking about the smaller players in the U.S. economy with huge growth potential. Performance numbers tell an interesting story. Year-to-date for 2025, IWM is up about 10%. One-year return sits at roughly 11%. Three-year annualized comes in at approximately 15%, and five-year annualized is about 11%. For the full year of 2024, IWM returned around 11%. These returns are lower than MTUM, but remember, we're comparing apples to oranges here. Here's what makes IWM unique. It holds nearly 2,000 stocks. That's not a typo. Almost 2,000 companies in one fund. Talk about diversification. The sector breakdown is much more balanced. Financials lead at about 17%, followed by technology at roughly 17%, industrials at about 16%, and healthcare at nearly 15%. With approximately $70 billion in assets under management, IWM is actually the largest by this metric. The expense ratio is slightly higher at 0.19%, but still very reasonable. The appeal of IWM is clear. You get exposure to small-cap growth potential with incredible diversification. The risks? Small-cap stocks are typically more volatile and more sensitive to economic conditions than large-cap stocks. Let's put these three side by side. In terms of recent performance, MTUM dominates. Year-to-date for 2025, MTUM leads at about 25%, followed by IWM at roughly 10%, and QUAL at approximately 10%. Over 1 year, same story. MTUM at about 28%, IWM at around 11%, QUAL at roughly 10%. But look at the 3-year annualized numbers. MTUM still leads at approximately 27%, but QUAL comes in strong at about 25%, with IWM at around 15%. For 2024 specifically, MTUM crushed it with about 33%. QUAL did roughly 22%, and IWM came in at approximately 11%. On costs, MTUM and QUAL tie at 0.15% expense ratios, while IWM is slightly higher at 0.19%. For diversification, IWM wins hands down with nearly 2,000 holdings versus just 129 for both MTUM and QUAL. And in terms of assets under management, IWM leads at $70 billion, followed by QUAL at $53 billion, and MTUM at about $19.5 billion. So which ETF fits which type of investor? Let's be clear, there's no universal best choice. If you have higher risk tolerance and want to capture momentum trends, MTUM might interest you. You'd need to be comfortable with tech concentration and prepared for significant volatility. This is for someone who can handle 20 to 30% swings without losing sleep. If you prefer steady growth with quality companies, QUAL could be your match. It offers lower volatility while still providing exposure to top-tier businesses. This might suit someone looking for long-term consistency over explosive gains. If you want small-cap exposure and believe in broad U.S. economic growth, IWM deserves consideration. With nearly 2,000 stocks, you get maximum diversification. This works for investors willing to accept moderate returns in exchange for broader market exposure. Here's something most people don't consider. You don't have to pick just one. A hypothetical portfolio could blend all three. Maybe 40% QUAL for stability, 30% MTUM for growth, and 30% IWM for small cap exposure. But that's just an example, not a recommendation. Let's wrap this up. MTUM offers the highest recent returns but comes with the highest risk and volatility. Qual provides quality consistency with moderate but steady growth. IWM gives you small cap diversification and exposure to the broader U.S. economy. There's no clear winner because the best choice depends entirely on your personal goals, risk tolerance, and investment timeline. Remember, past performance never guarantees future results. The data I've shared today is from late December 2025, but markets change constantly. What worked in 2024 and 2025 might not repeat in 2026. Always do your own research and consider consulting with a financial professional about your specific situation. The best ETF isn't the one with the highest return. It's the one that fits your strategy and lets you sleep at night. Risk tolerance matters more than chasing performance. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 3 ETFs interest you most for 2026? Drop MTUM, QUAL, or IWM in the comments below. Are you Team Momentum, Team Quality, or Team Small Cap? And if you found this comparison helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more data-driven investment analysis. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. Investment performance shown is based on historical data and projections. Past performance doesn't guarantee future results. Always conduct your own research and consult with a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Thanks for watching.